back out there.
Come on in, have a seat. Didn't think you'd be back.
Trust me, I tried transferring. Doesn't seem like any other schools want to accept a perceived health risk. But I've got a clearance from my doctor, Coach. I'm ready to play.
What do you think?
It's only right you take your spot back. I was just keeping it warm for you.
You know, the team seems to be doing just fine with you out there. And seeing that you're kind of thin at receiver, I was thinking that maybe I could help out by lining up outside.
Shoot, yeah. We'll work something out.
Like you said, Coach, you got to do what's right for the team.
It's the best news I've heard since my Aunt Lokalani's Boar won Best in Show. I'm gonna get the playbook. We're gonna start drawing some stuff up. Woo! Ha ha!
One of the loudest venues in the NFL on Sundays looks to be no different on a Friday night. We've got a packed house for the Midwest Prep Showcase. Soon, two of the best high school football teams in the nation will collide here at Arrowhead Stadium when the Hawks take on the Hounds.
Wait, you're?
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O-double-G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. I've been following y'all's story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey. Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Wow, thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. Ball out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For shizzle, Snoop. Yo, we just met Snoop D-O-double-G.
I know. That was cool.
What? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
Well, the crowd is loud and on its feet as Alan Myers gets things started. Fielded at the 9. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. So in this matchup of top-ranked QBs, it's Braxton Knight and the Hawks with the chance to strike first on this opening drive. And they bring him down after a short pickup. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. Thrash brings in his first catch. And he's down at the 45-yard line. A 13-yard pickup, and they pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Knight. Spots Thrash, completes the throw. And he'll be marked out at the 43. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. On second down, they'll try the counter. And he comes up with a nice gain before he's taken down. A pickup of 4 on the play, and that makes it 3rd and 8. The defense is set up for the pass. 3rd down from the gun. Holds onto the ball as he takes a shot on that play. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the house today. Washington fields it. And not much to it on that return as he's unable to find a seam. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a look at QB2 and his offensive weapons. Tommy Matthews among them. Scans the field. Going deep now for Fuller. My word, did he catch that? Yes, he caught it. A thrilling play that gets the fans on their feet. Halfway through the opening quarter, it's 1st down. Gets the rock. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hounds. Just 2 plays needed to find the end zone. Here's Myers now for the extra point. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Get it! Get it! Following the touchdown, the Hounds are ready to kick it away. Fielded at the 9. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line.
Shut him down! Let's do this!
The Hawks send out their offense. Let's see what the future holds on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Sends it to Thrash. And this will be spotted at the 32-yard line. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it is a sight to behold. And he's got the 1st down. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. They'll go with the run. Shrugs off a defender. Extends the stiff arm. They're going to bring him to the ground after just a short pickup. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top 2 quarterbacks in the country face off. I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. The possibility of a 2nd straight punt is surely on their minds as they get ready for 3rd down. Knight hands it to Grove, and he's nowhere close to a 1st down. I mean, let the second guessing begin on whether they should have passed it there. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools, and this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here. And he's tackled at the 11. Fakes to Hawk and looks to pass. He gets it to Matthews. Now he's finally out of bounds after a huge gain on the play. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. And after a short break, we'll begin Chapter 2 of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So we'll pick back up with the action here in the 2nd quarter as we await the snap on 1st down. Hawk gets the handoff. And he picks up a hefty chunk of yards before he's out of bounds. So get this, earlier today I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up putting Tommy Matthews back at quarterback. Bold words. Back to pass on first down. He's going to run. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. So with a couple of catches under his belt, Tommy's looking confident in his first game back. Another 1st and 10, and even more of a threat to score now. Looking downfield, here's QB2. They run the screen, and that's complete to Hawk. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hounds! And they extend their lead. Now for the point after. It's a fake. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. Still very much in control of this game. The Hawks are back to receive. Taken at the 10. And he's down at the 30. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And Field General Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see but the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. Well, they're hoping to avoid a 3rd straight punt to start the game as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to pass. Is this intercepted? It is! Send out their offense. And this is excellent field position as they begin this drive. Looking to pass on first down. Now he'll tuck and run. Goes to his left. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hounds. They're looking unstoppable right now. Myers now to add the extra point. And they add yet another point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. You know, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game, how his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened, right? And I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. First play of the drive for the Hawks, and they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. They'll run it with Grove, and he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. One last thought on Snoop, you know, he's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken, and I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. The pressure is too much, and they give up the sack. Following the takedown, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Knight. Spots Thrash, completes the throw. And that won't be enough to move the sticks. 4th down coming up. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. I saw a handful of face mask on that tackle.
Face mask. Defense.
Gotta keep playing.
That penalty is declined.
Here come the Hounds to start the drive, and they begin this series feeling very confident. They're up big on the scoreboard. Hand off to Hawk. And he's brought down at the 39. Sammy Hawk, a standout player born in Clemson's backyard, but the rumor is the Tigers are not his top choice, and it's no secret he's made a few unofficial visits to Gainesville, Florida, Gator country. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at third down. Following the incompletion on second, it's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's QB2. Oh, hold on, he's running right. And that's another catch by Matthews. We could be in for a magical night. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. A 31-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. Play action, QB2 to throw. Scratch that, he's moving right. Looks right, and it's complete along the sideline. And he's inside the 10 as he picks up the first down. Now 7 yards from the end zone. Here's 1st and goal. He'll throw again. And he makes the grab. Touchdown. Oh, wait, no. No, they're calling it out of bounds. Just outside the chalk. Following the incompletion on first, it's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's QB2. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. And he'll do it himself. Touchdown. Now it's time for the extra point. And he gets it to go. Our score now, 29-0. Falling further behind on the scoreboard, here comes the kick. Fielded at the 9. And he's taken down at the 33. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On first down, back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. C.J. Cole, the intended target on the play. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Drops back, and he'll throw it again. Absolutely nowhere to go, and he eats that sack. Timeout called by the Hawks. They're down to a pair in this first half, and with halftime on the horizon. Out of the gun on third. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. So following a drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3-and-out. And he gives it the boot. Here's Washington. And he's tackled at the 21. Hounds take over on offense. And all eyes are on QB2 as he gets set for this drive. I think every smartphone in the stands is pointed at that young man. Matthews is wide open for the catch. And he's stopped at the 46. A 33-yard gain touchdown and then some. Working now from the far side of the logo. So after a lopsided first half, it's the Hounds in control. And when we return, even more of this clash between two top teams. The wait is over. Time now to kick off the second half of this matchup. He fields it at the 2. Oh, and he was hoping for more as he gets taken down after an average return. To start the drive. Here's QB2, and officially no gain on the play at second down. Naturally, people across the football landscape are sharing their thoughts on where they think QB2 will go to college. Some think Miami, others insist it's Texas, but I can tell you this, I'm beyond confident his decision will be the top thing trending on signing day. And they'll make the stop after a solid gain on the play. A pickup of 9 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. Looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Using his legs now. He's got a man. First down, Hounds. You know, going back to signing day, I gotta say, despite the crazy number of people who came out to see QB2 in person here today, there are so many more following him on social media, waiting on any kind of announcement. Truly, the level of interest is like nothing I've ever seen. And the ball pops free as the defender timed that hit perfectly. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. The fake to Hawk, QB2 to throw. Oh, hold on, he's running left. And that's nearly intercepted in the end zone. And it was only a matter of time, right? Reggie just told me the hashtag QB2 to the U is a thing. Gotta love social media, and let's be honest, you just know Miami's been selling this kid on the incredible tradition they have at the QB position. And he's taken down at the 28. Hawks lined up in the backfield. The Hounds give it to the back. The spin, and now there's open field. And they finally corral him after a huge gain on the play. All right, here we go. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with the run, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hounds. Sammy Hawk, and his celebration begins. He is feeling it. Now they'll kick the PAT. And the kick is good. The score now, 36-0. Still leading by a comfortable margin. They're lined up for the return. Fielded at the 9. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And we'll see if they've come up with anything to prevent this drive from ending with yet another punt. They'll go with the run. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. Knight looks downfield, and they drop him for a sack. Needing something positive. Here's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On on target, but he flat out dropped it. And even the cheerleaders are looking at each other like, bro, catch the ball. So Coach Fettu, spelled F-E-T-U, for the longest time I was pronouncing it Coach Feta, like feta cheese. So let's just say I'm thankful he's a forgiving guy for as big a guy as he is. He's in the clear. 10.
What's up?
And he's all the way home. Touchdown. Ryan Washington. A stunning sequence on the return. Now the try to add one more. And he knocks it through. The tally now 43-0. Following that dynamic punt return, the Hounds are ready to kick it away. Fielded at the 9. And he's down at the 30. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we gotta step it up.
On first down, he'll drop back. He finds the rep. Oh, he lost the football. Scooped up by the D. And they'll have it at the 39-yard line. The Hounds try the run. And we'll call it no gain on the play as it'll be second down. Now going back to Coach Fettu, someone who is universally beloved by players old and new, but he certainly got his quirks. If I gave you a dime for every time he said Samoan warrior style in a film study, I think you'd be a very rich person. Airing it out for Matthews. And now a flag comes out as that falls incomplete. Here's the decision. So there's the decision, and they'll accept the penalty as we return to the game. Now the linemen on both sides dig in for this first and goal. They'll go with the run. No closer to the end zone. Now it's second and goal. Going with the run, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hounds. Sammy Hawk. And his mom, she's going crazy right now. Her son's having an incredible game. Wait, it's a fake. They're going to throw. So they come up empty on that play call. Now the Hounds call timeout. They've got 2 remaining. Back after a quick break. Needing a score on this drive, the Hawks are back to receive. Taken at the 10. And he's stopped at the 32-yard line.
That's what I want right there, man. I want that.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Not able to throw it away. Gives up the sack. There's the whistle as we end the third quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So it's second down as we resume action here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw. Here's Knight. And he's not able to come down with it. Third down on the way. Needing this drive to finish in the end zone. Here's third and long. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Monroe brings in his first catch. Now he's stopped on the play. It'll be a gain of 12, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. With the Hawks lined up to punt and down big, I can't help but think of that stat I highlighted earlier. The one about Braxton Knight and how he hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since the middle of last season. Woof. Talk about jinxing a kid. This has been tough to watch. Hawks lined up behind QB2. A little trickery here, gives it to his receiver. And it's a nice pickup to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 6. QB2 gives it to Hawk. And he's taken down after a nice run. Well, this is the game Gator fans want to see from Sandy Hawk. Like I mentioned earlier, he's made some visits to UF's campus, and I know plenty of people who wouldn't be surprised to see him wearing orange and blue next season. Whoa, and that play goes backwards as he's tackled for a loss. With a country mile in front of them, it's 2nd and long. Play action. Here's QB2. And yes, it's a catch. A 28-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. From the back of the eye, Hawk scans the field. The Hounds will run it. And he'll find his way to the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 1. Hawk gets another carry. He's got the first. He cannot be stopped. Touchdown! Sammy Hawk. He's putting on a show here today. Wow. Myers is on now for the PAT. And the point after attempt is good. Here comes the kick. Taken at the 10. And he's brought down at the 34-yard line. Halfway through the 4th quarter, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. Over the middle to Cole. And his first catch comes late in the game, but it's good for a first down. Going through the motions now, it's first down. Out of the gun, they'll throw. Looks to his right, it's complete. Delivers a punishing move, and he's brought down at the 34-yard line. Moving right along on this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw from the gun. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. Oh, no! Oh, that, and now a fumble? The D's got it. They're on the move. And they'll have it at the 14-yard line. We are under 2 minutes in the final quarter. It's 1st and 10. Looking to eat some clock. Here's the give to Hawk. And he's taken down at the 18. A pickup of 4 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 6. It's a give to his receiver on the sweep. Great footwork, loses the defender. And he's finally taken down after coming up with a big gain. A 29-yard gain, And that's a first down and then some. QB2 hands it off to Hawk.
I'ma show you,
Ball
man.
comes out. 18 yards on the play. Good for a Hounds first down. Lined up in the backfield, there's Sammy Hawk. The Hounds with the run. So Coach Fotf keeping the playbook open as Coach Robbins stares a hole right through him. This is getting tense right now. Stifled on that last run. And that will do it. The Hounds win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I feel like when I get in the zone, I can whip the ball all over the yard, and really, there's no one that can do anything about it.
Yeah. I'm sure I deserve a little credit, though, there. I mean, I am the one going up and hauling in those ducks.
True.
But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Wow, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. He's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman and you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my old position.
More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlist for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now. So I don't need your heartbreak kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
Well, you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the heartbreak kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Clemson Tigers. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, Charles, you and I get to call a lot of games at the next level, but walking into the stadium, there's just something about the college atmosphere, the bands, the pageantry. So nice for us to be able to get the assignment to call a few games on Saturdays this fall, because let's be honest, there's nothing like college football.
I would agree with that. Look, there's electricity that crackles no matter whether it's college or the NFL. But this is a different vibe altogether when you talk about a college game. And how about the one we're getting right out of the gate? Two powerhouses in the college football world going at it to get things started.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Donnie Simpson, 34 yards. And Clemson has taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, Parker? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate that in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, here's White, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The 18-yard line.
Steps away. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. A nice throw there by the junior quarterback who gets his first start today. And we talked with head coach Red O'Brien earlier. Boy, Charles, he keeps his cards pretty close to the vest.
Well, certainly indicative of a guy who until recently was the defensive coordinator.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 16-yard touchdown. And Clemson tacks on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They've been outplayed early. No. Question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's White. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To the sideline.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
It's hauled in by Ellington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, White. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 47-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Tigers 14, Gators nothing.
Now White from the gun on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jennings. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
It's Jennings.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, White. He hits Beasley right side. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 1st and 10, Florida. From the gun, White. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second down now, it's Jennings. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Clemson takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the carry, it's Jewell. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital. And that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like, because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man, but if they had to move him to running back full-time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Jewell, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Jewell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. A dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 41, White looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Now Ellington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And some room to roam now. And nothing but daylight
Do
ahead.
what we do. Do what we do.
10. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell, 94 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
Fielded right around the 8.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up third down.
31's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Not the best pass there, certainly, CD. Poorly timed. That's the first mark against him here in this first start.
And probably the only person rooting for this team that's somewhat happy about it, and happy's the wrong word, but he's wondering if he'll get his chance, and that's Tommy Matthews, because they've been in an intense competition coming into this game to see who would be the starter. After a mistake like that, I'm sure Mr. Matthews is eager to grab his helmet and give it a go himself.
Looking to throw on second down. White is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is taken at the 23. And a nice spin into some open field.
Yeah, baby. We coming.
Past the 20, 10, 5. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And he's certainly... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2.
Is no good on the fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This is Allington. A gain of 3, second down.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, it's Jennings. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
White now, throwing on fourth down, and that's caught by Beasley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now White with a first down throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The Gators going to line up and go for 2. White from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simpson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Breaks a tackle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
19 yards there on the catch and run. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. White. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun. White. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
White's pass. Complete.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. White, open man is Galladay, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
16 more on that one and another 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, well, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Is no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for number 23. Incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. White. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing. What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
This whole thing again. Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud.